literally a big game. And they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Stanford's offense will go to work first. Harvest was bountiful on the farm the last time these two teams met as Stanford won in a blowout.
Beat down. And Cal remembers that. Stanford took advantage of it. They had the trophy, the Axe Trophy, for the whole year. They got to brag about it. They got to brag about how big of a beatdown this was. And everybody heard about it for a whole year.
Yeah, Stanford was just up and down the field last season. It was like John Elway was back there throwing seeds all over the yard. Obviously, no John Elway on the field this year for Stanford, but Cal's defense knows it has got to do a better job this time around if they're going to win the big game.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can...
Turning it on! They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Evans. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Using his legs, it's Huber. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but you can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Going to sling it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Cuber. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent, and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a man, it's Kennedy. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams, Stanford and Cal. It comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Savage. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The give from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then get...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's work.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught on the outside, it's Cuber.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead.
Touchdown, Stanford! Special teams proving to be special. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. The short hands, it's quick. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. On the ground, it's Cuber. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a win.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Makes the grab, it's Savage. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Gets it out quickly. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
And the heat gets home. Down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Savage. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, Dave, and something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
He's got it down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Stanford quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Powers forward. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. On the move, it's Huber. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got a man. It's Stevens. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, massive expectations when the axe is on the line, and through 2 quarters, Cal and Stanford have not disappointed.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wants to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Hits the afterburners. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The Cardinal extend that lead, and now they can almost sense grabbing the axe.
And when Stanford gets the lead, we know what time it is. They're going to play their brand of football, their physical brand, trying to take home this rivalry game the way they know how to do it.
You got to wonder what the mindset is for Cal right now here in the second half. All of the emotional and physical buildup leading to this game. They know how important it is, and you can feel it slipping away. You just wonder if there's a sense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Touchdown, Stanford! And the route is on. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Cuber.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gonna run it, it's Cuber. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They kick it away on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Okay. 3:25.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Finds his man, it's Savage. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your D.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. Ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Cardinal! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Got room on the return, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the returner will be brought down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick completion on the out route. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Off the play fake on first down. And the ball was knocked away, incomplete. But unfortunately for the defense, the quarterback was knocked away and roughed. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. With the catch, it's Parker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. Stop, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by just 2 over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves him with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Pop,